lack of employment opportunities called for the sustenance of the scheme. As many youths could not have the opportunity to work and acquire skills if not for the program. More so, the allowances paid to corps members can go a long way to help them settle some financial challenges and alleviate their poverty conditions. The money paid to corps members could also be used to start business. That is empowerment. Leadership training is another key aspect of the program. Scrapping it will compound leadership problem in the country. Apart from the NYSC, most youth could not have the opportunity of occupying leadership positions or acquiring the necessary leadership skills that will prepare them for future challenges. Since the youths are noted to be leaders of tomorrow, there is need to continue with the program. Leadership in a modern society requires a certain degree of preparation and orientation before the assumption of that role. It was the need to look beyond the immediate present and to think of the future leadership of the country that necessitated the mobilization of certain categories of our youth through the National Youth Service Corps scheme. This was done with a view to giving them the proper guidance and orientation relevant to the needs of the country. NYSC is also a source of motivation. The benefits, gains, and prospects of the NYSC program for the youths and the society far outweigh the challenges. The present socio-economic and political atmosphere in Nigeria is not too dissimilar from the post-Civil War era. Let me end by quoting the United Nations General Assembly 2015. The future of humanity and of our planet lies in our hands. It lies also in the hands of today's younger generation, who will pass the torch to future generations, who have mapped the road to sustainable development. It will be for all of us to ensure that the journey is successful and its gains irreversible. Thank you for listening.
Standing collection, what we should tell our elites, they should create an avenue where stomach infrastructure will come to every average Nigerian table. Today, they are talking about coronavirus. There's a scheme that are paying money. I know the frivolity. I know the corruption. I know the gross misconduct that is taking place there. Okay, how many brothers do you have? Give me 10 names. 10 names. That 10 names, once they pay this money, we'll split and you get. It is happening here. The president is not at fault because the president of our country has a good heart for Nigeria. But one thing is missing. That thing missing is check and balances. And by the time there's no check and balances, bet me you will be in this state of comatose. We will be in this state where cankerworm and malware are penetrating and destroying the whole of Nigeria. Finally, there's no case saying unity of Nigeria is not the way forward. The way forward for Nigeria and going forward is stomach infrastructure, and when you bring stomach infrastructure, put unity in front and let's discuss on the table. On this note, I want to say NYSC has come to stay. It will never die. The gains of the scheme supersedes the pains. Therefore, long live NYSC, long live Nigeria, and God bless you all.
Confronting the NYSC to be one that is generally, according to be said, generally, the problem of NYSC is attributed to government failure and the general systemic problems of Nigeria. It shows that there is much that still needs to be done in achieving the laudable objectives of NYSC. Meaning that the problem of NYSC is not a problem of its own. It's a function, it's a symptom of a deeper problem. And that is the question of national unity. And I believe we are here to discuss not just the NYSC issue, but to discuss it in relation to the question of national unity and nation building. Because the convening body is Center for Social Justice, Equity and Transparency in collaboration with Nigeria First. And so we must understand that as a people, we have no choice but to unite. If you think it's just a rhetoric, then maybe you need to watch cable news, international news outlets to see what's happening in other countries like Afghanistan, like Syria and Iraq. We have no option than to unite as a people. If we do not unite and evolve in Nigerian identity from our multiplicity of identities, your NYSC scheme will not fulfill the purpose for which it was established. And I'm happy to be here today because I see ordinary Nigerians like me in this gathering. So I believe this is a very organic platform for us to have a frank discussion.
There should be a program, a course, we offer in school to say, you are here today. You might be good to enough. Why not learn one or two things concerning them? Secondly, in dealing with the scheme itself, talking about enumeration and other things, they say the federal government made it 30,000 naira. It's okay. The shoe we wear today, the food we buy, the clothes we wear, where will 30,000 naira go? No way. No way. You say a child, you will suffer to send a child to school for 4 or 5 years. You as a parent, you know what you've gone through to take the child to school. And you now post that same child to Zamfara, a place that he has not been to before, and you give him 1 month orientation to stay in the camp, let's put it, because there are Saturdays and other days, 1 month, and you now expect him to acclimatize. How now? Now you take this same Igbo boy for an example and tell him to go and teach in a secondary school in a remote village where they don't understand English and he doesn't understand Hausa. How would he communicate? The best way to put this NYSC scheme is in the shape that it will be appealing to the young people. Our brother was talking about somebody using NYSC, his NYSC ID card to fly Nigerian Airways. Today, there is no even national carrier to fly anybody. So even if you have the privilege, there is none. So we have to start dealing with our fundamental problem as a country, so that this spillover into the NYSC will be curtailed. The corruption that we're talking about is a general issue. It's not only in NYSC. People that want to go and serve, you now change your age because you want to go and collect alawi. That means when you finish serving and you are now appointed as a minister, you can change the figure of everything that is brought before your table. That is the truth. So we should find a way of removing some of these people from the system so that they don't even occupy the space of others who are supposed to be serving. We need a situation whereby the checks and balances should be so strong enough that those who are not supposed to serve should not be sent to a place to serve. They should not occupy the space of the people who are actually eager and ready and willing to fulfill the purpose for which this scheme was established. Thank you very much.
Issues and problems, and we feel that the NYSC also have issues and problems, in as much as it is a federal government initiative which was meant to build Nigeria as one nation and then give us an interaction between our diverse religious and ethnic backgrounds, needs an appraisal of the number of years it has been in existence and the way forward so far. And that is why we embarked on this topic. I want NYSC to continue the next 50 or more years because it has contributed immensely in bringing us together as one nation and bringing us together as one people, irrespective of our diverse, religious and ethnic backgrounds. We have come together. Myself, I'm a very good product of an NYSC where I went and served in Kebbi State, which is not my state of origin, and I was able to mix up with the culture of those people for the 11 months or 12 months that I spent there, and has made me stronger and given me leadership skills and leadership opportunities. The insecurity? The insecurity, you know that NYSC is not the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. The insecurity in Nigeria is a peculiar issue which needs all of us coming together to fight the menace of Boko Haram, kidnapping, armed robbery, adoption, and the rest. Scrapping NYSC will not stop insecurity in Nigeria. And the continuous existence of NYSC will rather help and alleviate or reduce, so to say, the problem of insecurity. Because insecurity is caused by idleness. The core members are part of the country and are also serious members that have helped over years in the conduct of elections in Nigeria. We cannot say they should stop using NYSC members as ad hoc staff, but we only ask that the security given to core members during elections should be more adequate to solve the problems of, crisis during election. I am Dr. Oza Thomas, Head of Department, Mass Communication, Kwarafa University, Taraba State.
It's a bridge. It's a bridge because the truth is that you cannot separate the intention, the definite indices why NYSC was designed and what it was designed to achieve. So for me, no doubt, the primary motive, when Gowon, designed the program was for proper collaboration, between the diverse ethnic group, ethno-religious group in Nigeria. Today, no doubt, NYSC has played a very vital role when it comes to integrating Nigeria, when it comes to the unity and cohesion of Nigeria. But no doubt, you cannot separate those minor skirmishes that stick its ugly head, affecting the system. On a very candid note, for me, and I know too well, because I'm a product, of the scheme. I passed through the scheme. I spent that 1 good year in the scheme. And why I'm standing here today is because I benefited a lot. And my first job was as a result of someone singling me out of the many where I served to work, as an assistant or a graduate assistant in a university. The third person is a Fulani man that is being butchered everywhere today. In every tribe, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the primary motive for NYSC is to bridge this gap for us to understand our ethno-religious and political difference.
Do you say is doing the job that is expected?
Yes, to a large extent. The gains supersede the pains. The gains of NYSC supersede the pains. Nothing good comes easy, but NYSC is on the right track.
So is there any future?
There's a bright future for the scheme in Nigeria. A bright future, because it is touching lives every day. It's transforming young men and women in the society for the betterment of our system. Thank you. I'm Dr. Upe from Federal University Lafayette.